ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And still fighting. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Back to throw. Bass. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll drop to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now a play fake here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Barnes. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
56, the mic, boy, 56, check 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What are we led to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Looking to throw. Bass. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Bass. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It's taken to the 26. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
To throw on second down, Bass. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Bass. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Bass. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going right back to Fant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Bass. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bass. Open man is Quintez Cephas. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. Can fill up.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. The point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Back to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Out quickly to Judy. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll set up to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Hard throw, incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Broncos nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back to throw. Into the secondary. Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Not much there, only a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Get in the weight room. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. All day, punk.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Switch, switch, switch.
On 1st down, Swift.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in.
On second down, Swift. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Room here to run. There's a nice move. A huge play there for Denver. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
56 is the mic. Here we go. 56.
On the give, this is Moss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a carry for Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, it's Williams. Powers through him. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the deep. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Bass. And he lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Detroit, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.